guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have some amazing new products from one of my favorite indie brands. So if you guys want to see swatches, an eye look, here's some of my thoughts on the new Lethal Cosmetics palettes and their 15-piece brush set, then just keep watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. We're experiencing a bit of technical difficulties here on my channel, so this video is going up a little bit late. I basically missed like a whole week of videos at the start of December because my computer battery died, so I actually can't edit any of my videos. So I'm a little bit stressed about that, but typically on my channel, I post about 3 to 4 videos every week, so highly recommend subscribing, especially if you like new makeup releases, especially eyeshadow palettes, blushes. I love blushes, I love eyeshadow palettes, I love makeup, so this is the place for you. Highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post, and without further blabbering, let's get into it. So as always, Lethal posted their video announcing these eyeshadows and this brush set, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And so they sent me all these products, and I did film close-ups of the products and swatches and things like that. So I wanted to include all of that, but I wanted to try and give you guys as much information as I could, because when you see 2 palettes and you see all the new stuff that they launch, it can be a little bit overwhelming. So I will link their channel and I'll try and link their video too, but highly recommend watching that because they did swatches of all the shades, showed all the brushes, showed all the mystery bags and stuff they're doing. So there are some really fun things to check out on their website. Now, the 2 palettes I have are the Evergreen and the Metamorphosis palette, and you can actually get both of those in a bundle. That's a little bit discounted, so if you were to buy each palette on its own, it will be $104 US, and you can get it for $91.52, which I think is nice. They're also offering mystery bags in a small and large size. I don't have any of those, but if you're interested, that sounds cool. I know a lot of brands do mystery bags around the holidays, and then they're doing a mystery mini 6-pan palette, which is $9, so that could be kind of fun. And then if you want to buy any of these eyeshadows individually, the multi-chromes are $9, then their pressed eyeshadows are $6.50, and I wonder if the mattes are a separate price. No, the mattes are also $6.50, so those are all their options. And then they have a new magnetic customizable palette called the Colossal palette for $28, and this one is able to house like 40 something eyeshadows, I think. Like I mentioned, all the details are on their YouTube video, so I would recommend checking that out. But they sent me their 2 palettes, so let me start off with the Metamorphosis palette, because the Evergreen palette, as you guys know, goes straight to my soul. So if you were buying this palette individually, it would be $52, and it's nature-inspired 12-pan eyeshadow palette containing a curated mix of mattes, neons, metallics, and multi-chromes, and all of the eyeshadows are made in Germany. So we do have some really pretty shades in the Metamorphosis palette. I will say this one is probably like the most neutral kind of curated color story they've put together, in my humble opinion. So if you've always wanted to try Lethal and you kind of always wanted to see something more neutral leaning, I think this palette would be your best bet. Now, the one that I'm personally interested in is, of course, the Evergreen palette. I just love blues and greens, you know that. And so these are also going to retail for $52 if you buy the palette. And from what I remember in their YouTube video, they did say that the Evergreen palette contains some of the favorites from this 1-Up palette that they did earlier this year. So I did grab my palette so I could look at them side by side, and I could definitely see some similarities. It doesn't look like the shades are named the same, so that's something to keep in mind. But I believe, just from looking at it, like Insert Coin, 8-Bit is definitely this green shade. Insert Coin looks a little different in the 2 pans, but I'm guessing they're similar. And then like High Score is very similar to the blue metallics in this palette, and then the dark green Power Up looks very similar to the green shade in here. So I believe they did recreate some of the eyeshadows in the 1UP palette for their singles, which is cool because that way you don't have to buy this whole palette if you didn't want to. And I know some people love to custom make eyeshadow palettes, so maybe you just want a few of these shades. So it's a really nice option, and like I said, you can just buy the eyeshadows that you want individually as well. So I love that level of customization that they offer, but I also love that they have the option to buy pre-made palettes. So if you're like me and you don't necessarily love putting color stories together, then you can do that as well. Now, the last thing they sent me is their new brush set, and I don't think Lethal has done brushes yet, so I was so excited to see these. And basically, these are 100% vegan makeup brushes for face and eye, and they come in this really nice box, and they're valued at $182.50, but the price is $146. So that's really cool, and it says made from the highest quality synthetic hair. This ultra soft, 100% vegan and cruelty-free makeup brush has been expertly designed for outstanding performance and durability. So I'm very, very excited. You guys know I love a good makeup brush, and these do feel incredibly soft. I can't wait to play with these more. I do have some makeup on today. I just have foundation and bronzer on, so I haven't had a chance to play with these brushes yet, but I'm definitely going to use them to do an eye look today, put some blush on, put some highlighter on. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us. I hope you guys enjoyed the close-ups and stuff, but now let's get into a eye look with the Evergreen palette. Okay, so you guys, I really want to do a look with each of the palettes, but I don't know if I'll have time. So I decided to go ahead and focus on the Evergreen palette because, I mean, this is lovely. And I think I'll do a look with the Metamorphosis palette on a Instagram reel or something in the future, but I really wanted to play with this. So I hope you guys don't mind. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and use the Lethal brushes because why not? You guys know I love me a good brush set. So I'm going to start off with this one that looks like a very fluffy blending brush. It's the 200 diffusing brush, and I'm going to start off with this shade right here, this light green. And we're just going to use that as a transition shade, and so I'm just going to run that all over the crease and really use it to start up this eye look. This brush is so ridiculously soft. OMG. Okay, I really like how that built up in the crease. Okay, so next I'm going to take this brush, which is the 205 Angle Shading Brush, and I'm going to go into this shade right here. And I want to use that kind of on the lower half of the crease to give it like definition. So let me just dust the brush off, and I'm just gonna put that right here. Oh, that's such a pretty color. I think both of these shades I've used so far are glow in the dark shades. Is that what they're called now? Glow in the dark? I don't know, but oh, I love that shade of green. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with this smaller blending brush. This is the 215 shading brush, and I'm going to use this in the outer corner, and I'm going to use this shade, which is like a dark green kind of bluish shade, and I'm just going to stick that on the outer corner. I probably did this exact same look with the 1UP palette, but you know what? I love a green eyeshadow look, and who am I to deny myself that? There is a brown shade in this palette, which I feel like it didn't really need. But in case any of you guys are really into a pop of neutral, I don't know. It's there. I guess it's to symbolize the bark of an evergreen tree. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this angle shading brush and just blend everything together just to make it look really smooth. Okay, so I used 3 of the matte shades, and I really like how they played well together. So now it's time to play with the metallics, which is my favorite. So let me go ahead and grab a flat brush. So we have this one, it's called the 225 packing brush, and that's gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna start off with this shade right here. It's like a beautiful duochrome, like white with a green shift. And we're going to give this a nice spray. Do you guys see how metallic that is? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so pretty. And then I want to use one more shade. I'll pull a little bit of this color on the kind of outer corners of this eye look. Give it a nice spray. I feel like I did this look even better the second time around than the first time around, but I mean, like when I'm pretty sure I did a green look with the 1UP palette, but I feel like I took my time with this and I had way more fun the second time around. But let me go ahead and throw on some eyeliner, do the lower lash line, throw on some mascara, some blush, some highlight, and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. Okay friends, so here is the finished look. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. I personally love a good green eyeshadow look, so I'm living my best life over here. Let me go ahead and tell you what else is on my face today. I tried to use as many Lethal products as I could. So for highlighter, I'm wearing Lethal. This is the shade Gamma, and it's a really pretty rose gold highlighter. They make some of the best face products, you guys. They're blushes and highlighter, especially the blushes are my favorite. So for blush today, I have on this gorgeous blush in the shade Ornamental from Lethal. I love their blushes. I recently cleaned out, decluttered, and filmed my blush collection video, and this was hidden in my blush drawer, so I'm so happy that we were reunited because these blushes were some of the best launches of 2022 in my opinion. So you're getting a little sneak peek of my 2022 favorites, but yeah, love that. And then for lips, I'm wearing a combo that's actually in my Shop My Stash. This is Lethal Ambient and the Duality Gloss. This is so pretty, and I just love to wear ambient on its own too. It's like a beautiful brown nude shade that works perfectly for my skin tone. Such a comfortable formula. I can't remember what this formula is called. I think it's like a lip stain formula. It's not exactly as drying as a liquid lipstick usually is, and their glosses are phenomenal too, so really love that. And then for my face products, I did use two of their face brushes to apply. So this is their blush brush, which was perfect for me. You guys know I love a small blush brush, so really love this one. This is the 115 blush brush, and their highlighter brush reminds me a little bit of the Samantha Ravindal collaboration brush with Sigma, except it's not as fanned out. And honestly, I love the Sigma one, and I really like this one too because it was like perfect and it just really helped me blend the highlighter, and I just love how this entire thing is making my makeup look right now. So I feel like I should almost film like a Lethal Cosmetics like favorites video, but I really can't think of anything from them that I've tried that I don't love or at least strongly like. So yeah, let me know if that's something you're interested in. But this is the finished look, and I had so much fun putting it together. I really like the brushes that they've launched. I can't wait to try the rest of the face brushes, and I have a few eye brushes to try. I will say if you have smaller lids, these blending brushes might be a little big, but you know, to each their own as far as that goes. I don't feel like I have the biggest eyelids either, so I can definitely make it work, but just that as a little reminder in case you're wondering about that. But yeah, overall, I think for the price point to get 15 brushes, it's a really good price. And as far as the eyeshadow palettes go, I really love that they are offering some of the best shades in the 1UP palette as singles for their customers. I, of course, gravitate towards this color story, which is why I did this eye look, but this one is stunning too. And like I said, I'm gonna do a look with this as a reel, or maybe I'll wear it in like a new makeup releases video. But I'm so pumped to have these and continue my Lethal collection. I'm so appreciative of them sending those my way. I also do have a non-affiliate code with Lethal Cosmetics, so I don't make any money. It's just something for you guys to save on the Lethal website. If you use the code KHMAKEUP, I think you'll save like 10% on your order. So just want to mention that as well in case you guys are interested. But that is everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye guys!